Hey there. So, do you know that most AI tools forget everything after every command, but real AI agents need memory to complete long workflows? Imagine starting a data analyst workflow, but stopping it midway, and then continuing later without restarting everything. That's exactly what session management in OpenClaw enables. So, today in this video, I'll exactly show you how you can actually retrieve your sessions and how you can actually manage your session management here. So, for this, let me open my PowerShell here, and as we can see that we need to basically understand what is stateless and stateful agents. So basically we know that traditional AI systems are stateless, right? They process a single request and forget the context immediately. But agent systems like OpenClaw are stateful. So that means the agent can remember previous steps, continue workflows, track progress, maintain context across commands. That is essential for a multi-step automation task. Now, basically, we need to create and view the sessions. For this, what I will do is I'll basically run the command of OpenClaw sessions. So whenever I run the command of OpenClaw sessions, I can basically see what is my session ID, what is my model, what is my token limit, and what is my session age. Okay, so every session stores the memory and context of the workflow. So in this example, we see a session called as agent main. Okay, so that is the session that contains our workflow progress. Now we'll start our workflow. So now we start a task using the agent. So OpenClaw agent main. So I can explain like create and execute a six-step workflow for analyzing the data and generating insights, right? So basically, what it has been done, it's basically created a workflow here. Okay, so after it created a workflow, so we have to basically execute the steps. Okay. So after you execute the steps, again check your session usage. Now the token limit has been increased, right? So after this, you can see whatever is your session like usage, you can see there. Now after this, you have to basically run your command of loading the data set. Okay, this is the command for adding your two real world examples. So you can similarly test for other things as well. Now, basically, you need to actually test your agent where you want to design the workflow where it stops in the halfway. Okay. And after that, the agent resumes using the same session. For this, what you can do is you can create an agent here to analyze the CSV data and generate the insights, right? After this, you'll get a six-step workflow. After this, what you can do is that you can ask the agent specifically like which type of step it needs to perform. So you can ask it to execute the step 2 and it can execute the step 2 here. So as we can see, it has executed the step 2. Now you can see the token limit has been increased, right? So as and when you increase, what will happen? The loading bar is reducing like from it's increasing from 60% to 70% to 80% to 90% and 100%. Like this, you can similarly ask it to perform an exploratory data analysis and then see what it gives you the response here. Very long response. It will give you a response at the end as it will calculate everything and give you the response as this. So what it basically means is that when an AI agent becomes truly powerful, it can remember where it left off. That's why the session management in OpenClaw allows agents to maintain state, track workflows, and resume tasks reliably. Now I can see if I want to see my session usage, I can click on OpenClaw sessions here, and now I can check my session usage. See, 4 minutes ago, I have used 96 tokens out of 1049. Okay. So what this basically means here is that basically whenever we are trying to obtain some kind of a task, okay, whenever we are trying to obtain some kind of a task, we are basically trying for the model to basically store all our session details without like losing any of the context. Okay, that clearly means that whenever we are running anything inside our PowerShell, this means that our agent was trying to run a multi-step data analysis. In this workflow, it will load the data set, clean and process the data set and all. Whenever it tries to execute any step, sometimes you get bad execution here, okay, or bad substitution, which means the agent attempted multiple fixes. So you can write a script for a temporary file. In this way, you can see that your execution may be failed. Okay, sometimes this execution may be failed, but the agent has simulated the output correctly here. So we need that it's just a placeholder result, not the actual execution. That's why that's why basically we can see that the agent has successfully demonstrated AI agent session tracking, persistent work from memory, multi-step execution, okay, session inspection it has done, and it has also done a context continuation. Okay, so everything you can see in this gateway here, whatever other gateway you can see here. Okay, if I want to see all my prompts, so I can just simply run this command of OpenClaw logs for. This will give me the all commands and prompts of whatever I have run here till now. See, I got everything here. Everything. Whichever task I have done, I have got everything loaded here. See? So you can basically check your commands and prompts wherever you have missed here, or you feel like you need to check everything, whatever the cron jobs has been done. See, it's asking me which job it wants me to execute. I have these many number of jobs at the same time, right? So see, it's been running right now. So as we can see, in this way, you can inspect your session. In this way, you can ensure that whenever you run your model here for session management, so you need to basically ensure that your model successfully retrieves the data whenever you run this. Okay, that's why this folder of OpenClaw logs stores all your sessions, agent states, and everything. The logs here. Okay, that's why all the agent logs are stored inside this agent directory. So accordingly, you can see like whenever you want to debug anything, you can do here accordingly. Okay, whenever you want to see your workflow failures, session errors, shell execution problems, or even model API issues, you can check it from here. Okay, and you can see the agent execution steps as well. So in this way, you can perform your AI agent, which is successfully demonstrated the session management. So, anyways, we can see like this particular tutorial can actually make your bad substitution error happening in a good way. That means we are allowing the persistent sessions, allowing workflows to continue while preserving the context and execution state. So, in this way, you can do the task. Thank you.